I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000 plus creators and startups, to creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before, in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. Why is no one talking about this, and why this is a better way to pitch brands in 2024? So, you guys, I just landed a 1 week collaboration with an incredible Bali property villa agency. And what's amazing is it's a 1 week stay between 3 villas at the same time. In the pitch up front, I proposed doing a co-launch with my retreats. I propose doing ongoing paid work for social media management and our influencer management with them up front. And they said yes to the 1 week stay across 3 different villas. They said yes to an interview. They said yes to a minimum 15% discount with the retreat for the villa, whichever villa I choose, because we're also going to create some content alongside the retreat. They said maybe to the social media management and our influencer marketing management ongoing. And what I'm going to share with you is exactly what I pitched them and what I shared so that you see the potential framework for them as well. So I'll be sharing even more coming up on my YouTube channel as I stay at their 3 different villas. Right now, I'm actually at my incredible Airbnb, Benut Tropical Abood, and you'll see some videos as well that I share of the behind the scenes. So let me get into the approach of the pitch before I actually show you the pitch. So my pitch was very, very intentional, and even with the outreach and even how this all came together, my own mind was blown on the possibilities. So one, I read all about their, property agency. I saw that it aligned perfectly to the style of retreats that I do, that I've done in the past with Costa Rica and with Cuba. So there was research done on my front end. And so I outreached, connecting with them. I shared a brief bio about myself as a multi-passionate entrepreneur, global traveler of 40+ countries, MBA, CPA, 7+ industries, and creator and CEO. Then I shared how I also create and launch retreats and how I was looking at their property and that several of their properties, and I dropped in links of specific properties that would align. And then I asked for a tour. And then I asked some questions about things with the retreat. So clearly showing that I'm serious, that I am a business. I'm not a creator DMing, simply asking for a collaboration. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's very different depending on the caliber of the brand that you are reaching out with and who you are speaking to. And then at the end, I asked if they would be open to a media stay and or a paid stay, and what would that look like and what would they offer. Okay. So that gives you the intro and the insights. And then let me show you the pitch, and let me show you also the content that I agreed to. And they essentially are offering me direct over $3,000 of value for the week for my content that I'm creating for them, on a video of each property, integrating into a blog feature. I'm repurposing each video into my podcast or an overview into my podcast, testimonial videos, and Instagram stories, Instagram reels, and then repurposed across channels. What I want to highlight, you guys, is for every single week of the retreat, on a minimum of $35,000 in profit, and that is not including brand placements that I'm already pitching. That is not including influencer marketing content, UGC content that I will be creating and or executing. That is not including TikTok shop content that I will be creating or executing, as well as the creators that and the CEOs that attend the retreat. Okay. And that is for 1 week. And that is also not including the potential ongoing project with them of $7,000 a month minimum. Okay. So if you look at it, I am willing to look at that they didn't offer paid right away yet, but they did offer $3,000 plus upfront in a media stay for 3 different luxury villas that I get to create content to my heart's content. Literally, create content to my heart's content. That's a great subject line, off topic, but on. They are willing to discuss the ongoing paid work. Okay. Ongoing paid work, minimum $7,000 a month. So depending on how that goes, that's a potential of $84,000 a year. The retreats, which is a minimum of $35,000 per week. And then the other additions that I mentioned. So let's say the retreat sells. Oh, and by the way, they are willing to co-launch the retreat, meaning I also, in that first pitch, which you're going to see in the behind the scenes, I illustrated and asked, are you willing to do joint reels from what I create at the retreats and or the other properties that I decide to host the retreat at? Are you willing to delay the potential cash payment for reservation 90 days out? And then are you willing to co-launch, meaning co-launch with your emails, your email list, your social media, as well as mine and our brand as well? And that was a big resounding yes. So let's get into the pitch, and that way you can see some of that behind the scenes as well. And then stay tuned for this incredible marketing and retreat series. And if you want to dive in, literally dive in into attending my retreats with Bali, I have the Play, Create, Love right now with Bali, October 10th through the 17th. And signups are open at fitlifecreation.com/retreats for creators to CEOs to create it like a boss. Behind the scenes look with some of my outreach and the intention that is behind it. So your properties look amazing. I'm in Bali for a month, and actually now that's changed. I'm going to be in Bali about 2 months. I'm in Canggu now in Ubud, so I let them know already I'm here. I'm available, okay? I'm researching places for retreats for my retreat in October. I let them know I have also business to contend with coming a few days early and staying a few days after in Bali. I may run 1 retreat, 2 retreats, and or do a month. In addition, I host retreats globally and train retreat leaders. So side note, if you are interested in attending my retreat in October 10th through the 17th, you can find it at fitlifecreation.com/retreats. And or perhaps you want me to create a retreat for you, for your brand, for content creators to market your brand, or all the above. So you can definitely find all of that here and at my bit.ly, Create It Like a Boss, and via my Instagram at Katrina Julia Fit. So then I lead into, speaking of, my highlights, brief highlights on my bio. And actually, usually I even add a little bit more. I'll mention that in a sec. I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur, speaker, traveler, creator, and CEO, and create media, online courses, and retreats for 7+ years. Letting them know there's years in the making. I focus retreats on wellness, marketing, biz, and travel. And actually, that's also my online brand. focused on creators, CEOs, content creations, digital marketing, adventure, and possible retreat leaders. My bio, what I also usually include in here is I'm an MBA, I'm a CPA, I have experience in 7+ industries. I've worked with brands like Google, like Airbnb, and 7,000+ creators. And I have generated consistently 6 to 8 figure results for brands and 3,000% plus return on investment in various ways, because I also do things like strategy, project management, launch strategy, and TikTok shop, etc. Like you name it, either I'm testing it or I've done it or I'm doing it. My bio. And then I lead into the retreats, and then I lead into Create It Like a Boss, which also has opportunities for inclusion in my online summits and influencer management. So I'm planting a lot of seeds. And keep in mind, you guys, that this is a brand. I know I'm speaking to the right type of brand, because this is a brand with over 20 different villa properties in Bali alone. They have a website. They're not just on Instagram. They're not just on Airbnb. It's a serious business. So this was very intentional on who and what type of brand I was looking for. My retreats are very creator focused, no alcohol, and amazing groups and quiet by 10 p.m. or sooner. I'm also letting them know I'm not bringing you a party. I'm bringing you professionals. I'm bringing you creators, okay? And then I still haven't asked them for anything. I would love to see your villa center while I'm here and arrange a tour. These or similar properties could be a great fit. So I'm already giving them an idea of what I desire, okay? Beyond that, I am curious if you are open to with me. Curious, okay? Not demanding, not etc. Curious. Like a curious little child. By including your villa from our tour in a series to feature you on which retreat place am I choosing for the Bali October retreat for YouTube, Instagram, blog, show, top 100 from our tour/experience. So again, value. Why would they say no for me featuring them for free? I haven't asked them for any money, okay? Number 2, now I'm moving to the retreats. Again, showing them I'm a serious creator and CEO. For your properties, do you offer airport pickup drop-off, housekeeper, breakfast, tours, security, added service? Could you do twin beds in any rooms? Do you offer floating breakfast, dinners? I imagine. Because I'm also here thinking, like, how convenient, how easy is it going to be with them? Number 3, would you be willing to block off dates for October at least until 90 days out, giving me time to market and 10% down then and 90% plus full payment 60 days out or perhaps before that? Because obviously if the retreat's sold out, which is completely my intention, then I will 100% pay sooner because I have the money. It's easy. It feels easy. This allows us to know it's fully covered and you have a chance to be a part of the retreats. Number 4, are you able to co-market the retreats with your email list and social media too with mutual emails? I have already and honoring your brand. Again, I am incentivizing them to help me sell out the retreats so week 1, week 2, week 3 may get booked too, because that is my goal. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, okay? Are you open to offering co-market? Number 5, are you open to offering, so again, open, not demanding, any discounted rates for the retreat if we create content for your IG during our stay for property or properties, or because alternatively, whether it's a discount or free nights, that still ends up to free nights, right? Then I ask also for the short term media stay. Are you willing to have me to stay any media nights from May 5th through the 19th to both get the full experience of a potential retreat with you and cover dedicated content on your place with a dedicated blog, show, full video, social media? If so, how many nights and when? B, depending, I may offer features on my YouTube video, top 100, IG, YouTube, Reels, Shorts, etc. And the value, and especially you may, that was supposed to be a may, reshare over and over with future guests. Number C, with that in mind, letter C. With that in mind, if things align for media time, would you be willing to do an interview with me on the show about you building, owning the property, etc.? Additionally, if you are interested in ongoing marketing and our dedicated marketing retreats too with 5+ creators, let me know. So I am also then looking at consistently creating retreats with them, and then of course bringing up with them influencer management, social media, etc. Okay, because here, either depending on the packages, either we work out that it is a free stay and or it's paid work to some degree, right? So that is the intention, because of course I'm asking them for dedicated retreats, and then I'm asking them if they're looking for social media management. And really with this, I'm talking about influencer marketing management, which ties into UGC, ties into influencer marketing, ties into TikTok shop. Let me know your thoughts. So I'm detaching, I'm not married, I'm not, etc. And I will reply and potentially schedule a tour with you and explore next steps. You guys, this has led to several emails and short answer, which, if you attend my retreat, you get insights into all the things, the details. If you want to be a retreat leader, I am also exploring the possibilities of hosting dedicated retreats to train retreat leaders from A to Z. And that is on my fitlifecreation.com/retreats as well, with Retreats Like a Boss. If you want to create content and know exactly 5 steps to launch like a boss, whether that is your one-on-one offers, your online courses, your retreats, you definitely want to attend my retreats, because we walk through business to business IO. We walk through email launches. We walk through creating your online course. We walk through so many amazing things. And this one coming up is in the beautiful Bali. And then so going through to where it's summed up, thanks so much. The villas look amazing because they already sent me the 3. I'm staying at 3 different villas. The second 2 are definitely possible for my retreats. Prior to my meeting, I will send number 1, a meeting request. Number 2, content highlights document. Number 3, so contract. Number 3, updated agenda for the meeting, because it's going to be on the 11th of May to help everyone. Number 4, the interview questions we may do the same day or schedule for another day during my stay, because when we have our meeting, we're also going to talk about the retreats. So depending on how things flow and their time and my time, we may move that to like a second meeting, and also energetically, because here we're doing the tour, at the meeting and meeting for the first time. And then here we would be shifting to the retreats. And then here is the interview. So, even I may do this and then the interview and then do the updated agenda, etc. And keep in mind, my goal for every single retreat is $35,000 plus. That's not counting content created. That's not counting brand placements. That's not counting TikTok shop creation. That's not counting UGC. So, and that's not counting subsequent sales as well. Because when you attend one of my retreats, you also get automatic inclusion in parts of my online community, like, a month in the Create It Mastermind, etc. So Create It Like a Boss, anywhere and everywhere in the world. Love, create, play in Bali, October 10th through the 17th, 8 days of self-love, creating what you love like a boss with freedom, and transforming and travel in Bali. We'll teach you everything you need to know to create it like a boss. You can see it for yourself with my Cuba binge-worthy retreat. Love, create, play in Bali for women, creators, and CEOs. Imagine what you would see as you enjoy your smoothie bowl and fruit trays, seeing the Bali trays you have seen all over Instagram in real life. Note, our retreats are a healthy, active lifestyle with no alcohol or unhealthy food. Imagine. So I'm creating this desire, and shout out to Jamie C., who I have been part of her Cash Flow Confidential course and now went through it the second time. If you know anything about me, you know that I am in countless communities. I practice what I preach. I learn consistently. I create it consistently. And I am way more attracted to desire marketing than pain. Pain for me, it just doesn't resonate. It doesn't work. And I don't want to focus on that type of marketing. I want to focus on desire. So many communities that I'm part of, they focus on that. Jamie C., Brands Meet Creators. One email I got today was about $3,869 an hour that a creator, Eduardo, made in with TikTok Shop in the Brands Meet Creators community. So imagine taking that vision to align to create it like a boss with hands-on workshops, tips, tools, and tech, with a business plan, financials, six-pack of wealth, photo shoots, and creating over 90 days of content with AI. Imagine this is you. This was our Costa Rica retreat. This was prepping for our Cuba retreat. Imagine this is you having workshops in the pool. And if you're listening on the podcast, you can see this on the landing page at fitlifecreation.com/retreats, and or you can also head on over to my YouTube channel at Limitless Global Girl, and that is where you'll see the email itself and the landing page itself as I walk through it. Imagine this is you having workshops in the pool. If you are over having indoor workshops with no windows, you are my people. Like, one of the reasons why I used to attend, and I still will and do attend events live that are inside, but I am very picky on which ones I attend that are indoors, because I've almost become allergic to indoor events. Like, even like these are retreats, but even when I do mega events, like I've done events for up to 3,000 people, I will 100% do them outside. Whether it's at, a venue like the Rose Bowl in LA, whether it's at a huge outdoor like retreat center that has a huge platform easily for like 1,000 people, whatever it is, like that is my vibe. Like when you start telling me about events indoors, no windows, etc., I'm just like, I don't know. Love you, mean it. Different creators that I'm sure come to mind immediately, but like you're captivating me, and I start to feel like a prisoner. And I don't know about you, but my second value, my second value is freedom. And for me, that's freedom to where I get to listen or learn too. So imagine the adventures at the beach, the free diving, the surfing, hear the sounds of the waves lapping, see the sunrise and sunset. And I'm going to be updating some of that because the Bali itinerary is coming together really, really quickly and beautifully into what tours and experiences we're going to do. Imagine the women you would meet and create lifelong friendships with. Imagine how you would feel. And this is exactly how my email copy is too. What's included in Creator Go's global retreats, all the highlights, bullet pointed. Here's a sneak peek from a previous retreat. Here's a link to buy. About the luxury immersion experience. Love, create, play, and Bali is all about transformation, inspiration, and creation with a vision, adventure, creating, and a whole lot of high vibes. Whether you are looking to have a different retreat experience, create a vision for your life, immerse yourself in wellness, wealth, marketing, business, and travel, escape the daily grind, experience Bali and adventure, learn 5 steps to launch, create content for 90 plus days, and make lasting memories with a fantastic group of women, the Love, Create, Play in Bali has got you covered from A to Z. Get on my email list. Here's my Instagram, payment plans, images. Boom, boom, boom. And those are going to be changed because likely I'm going to be changing the villas as well. Again, here is, then I walk through the potential for the days, welcome dinner and activities, how-to smoothie bowls, pool time, moneymaker, course creation, business plan. And this was actually, I just noticed this typo. Day 6 is Christ the Redeemer. This is actually from when I was planning the last retreat in Brazil. And so Christ the Redeemer, so that's going to change, and some of this stuff is going to change. But this is, again, an example. Sneak peek, and I'm human. We know when people create transformation and inspiration, when they are immersed in high vibe environments and tribes with clear how-tos, with hands-on activities, with tips, tools, and tech to implement, get results now, a high vibe tribe, virtual travel, community service, online workshops and summits, and creation community months with co-living and co-working and 7 continents, trips and retreats. You will learn how to get healthy, make money, and build brands. You will do it while giving back with community service and activities. We've done photography schools in Cuba, animal rescue in Costa Rica, and homeless organizations in Atlanta, to name a few, and inspiring travel now and in the future so you create transformation. So recently, actually yesterday, I did a purification ceremony in Bali, and it was incredible. And I met with the owner, Lou, and she mentioned like all this passion she has for community service in Bali. And so immediately I was like, oh, hell yes, I am 100% going to talk to you about doing this and send you some links that will be helpful, and also include you in my top 10 in Bali. So my behind the scenes with that is I already tagged her on stories on Instagram. I am about to send her a message with the helpful links that I mentioned and ask her about the service. Then I am going to, in the background, still be working on my Bali videos, my Bali reels, tag her in the, related reels. I include her in the top 10. And then I'm also going to ask her to, make some suggestions and block off like a specific day during that week that we're going to have a private experience with her. So that's already there. The intention and alignment's already there. And then I go into don't just take our word for it, take theirs. So even if, a brand is considering placement at our retreats, they see there's already proof of concept. There's already testimonials. This is with Ashley Renee. She came with us to Cuba and created a whole beautiful Cuba series. This is Jen Murillo. Her previous handle was at Social Girl Traveler. She created a beautiful series. And then I go into more proof with the blogs that I created in relation to prior retreats, like the Cuba retreat recap, the top 7 global destinations, create and launch retreats like a boss, create it like a boss, 10x social media, 5 steps to launch. And then the Bali retreat, the Mexico retreat, which I'm still toying with this one, and retreats like a boss, results that matter, and highlights there through highlights like the value of over $50,000 at our retreats for price ranges of $4,000 to $12,000. Your life transformed is priceless. Average results across everything. Weight results of half a pound to a pound a week with a healthy, active lifestyle. Spending expansion and reductions over 50%. And return on investment over 1,000% ROI consistently, etc. And then I have some hyperlinks, create it like a boss anywhere and everywhere in the world for bureaus and brands, for explorers and travelers, for content done for you, social media and influencer management, and creators and influencers. So there you have it. So I hope this was super duper helpful on what no one is talking about and how to pitch brands in 2024. And check out my Create It Monthly. Check out my Creator to Cash. And of course, Create It Like a Boss and the Love, Create, Play in Bali coming up, all at the link down below, bit.ly/Create It Like a Boss, and or the link in the show notes, depending on where you listen to this. If you are watching this on YouTube, drop a comment. What is one thing you learned and one thing you are going to take action on and create it today? And if you are listening on the show, leave a review so I can shout you out, drop your Instagram handle. And as always, remember, create, transform, and inspire because you are born to. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.